Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you are watching this. Welcome to our Facebook Live. My name is Dr. Luis Arriaza. This is my gorgeous, beautiful, healthy-looking wife, Evelia. How are you doing today, honey?
Great. Good morning. This is on my Facebook page.
Oh, that's right.
So everybody knows me here. Good morning, friends. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, family. We are coming to you live today to share with you why detoxing the liver is so important and why detoxing the liver is imperative to good health and imperative to good looks, because I think that many people don't know that most of what we consider external beauty comes from the liver.
Yes, it does.
So honey, why don't you, well, you know, my husband, Dr. Luis Arriaza, I invited him today to do this live with me because he is the formulator of this product, so who better than the formulator, right? I know it like the back of my hand because it's been so many years, but before he begins explaining the benefits and how the endocrine system works and a little more intricate sees of how the body works and why your liver needs to be detoxified, I just want to give a disclaimer that we are not giving you medical advice. We are not giving you any type of medical direction. That he's not speaking to you as a doctor today. He's just speaking to you as somebody who uses this product and it's 100% natural and how it could benefit you. And
you know, we have a saying in our organization, and we always say, medicine treats illnesses. What we do is we fortify the body. Your body has a phenomenal intelligence called innate intelligence. Your innate intelligence knows what to do, how much of it, and in what quantities. So all we have to do is give the body what the body needs, remove what it doesn't need, remove what it doesn't need, and allow the innate intelligence to do what it was created to do. Your innate intelligence is more powerful than anything out there, but we have to give the tools. And the actuality, what's happened in the last 10, 20, 30 years is that we have fallen into a health crisis. We have never seen the high levels of obesity in adults and in kids. We've never seen so many people with inflammatory conditions. We've never seen so many people with autoimmune conditions. I mean, I remember when I was in school 26, 27 years ago, when they said rheumatoid arthritis, we had to go to the Merck's manual and find out what rheumatoid arthritis is. Lupus, systemic lupus, what is that? Lyme disease, scleroderma, psoriatic arthritis. Who doesn't have those conditions today, let alone all the other conditions? And so we, in the last 10, 11 years, when we decided to really look into this, you know, I've had the privilege of seeing over 300,000 patients, adjusting over 300,000 patients. We've had the privilege of owning many, many health centers, chiropractic centers. And throughout the process, we said we really wanted to help people become healthier. And we started to investigate and we started to do research. And what we found was that the endocrine system, within the endocrine system, the CEO of the endocrine system is your liver. Your liver is your largest organ in your body. Your liver contains up to 15% of all your blood at any given time within your liver. Your liver has several functions. It's a manufacturer, it's a cleanser, and it's a supplier. And it does all these. Without the liver, the body cannot be optimally healthy. Without the liver, like as my beautiful wife was saying, the liver produces so many chemicals that allows us to be healthy inside and beautiful from the outside. What are some of those things that the liver does that helps us be beautiful on the outside, especially my beautiful wife here?
Well, the liver, I often get asked what I use in my hair because I have a lot of hair. And I always tell people it's not what I put on my hair, it's what I put inside my body.
That's right.
That gives me this, you know, healthy looking hair and strong nails. And
yes.
I'm not going to tell you my age, but people always say that I have great skin. I've never done fillers or Botox or that's a good age. Or any of that, right? And so all of that is, I'm a strong believer that it is because I use only natural products and because I detoxify my liver twice a year. Everything that we consider beautiful on the outside, the proteins for your hair, for your nails, your skin, your muscles, collagen is produced in the liver. So
yes.
It doesn't matter how much collagen we take or how much collagen we put on the surface
Absolutely.
of our face. If we're not detoxifying the liver, there won't be a research of collagen. There won't be an ability for your body to produce and defend itself the best it can against
yes.
aging.
Yes, and so I have my little friend right here.
You brought your friend.
Yes, I brought my little friend. I call him Pedro right here.
Pedro.
And
I like it.
And right below the lungs, if I remove this lung, it's not very easy. Here is your liver, right here. Okay, it spans across underneath the, yes, it has two lobes. Now, just let me share a little bit about some of the physiology of the liver. First thing the liver does, okay, and this is really, really important, is we live off of 3 macronutrients. We live off of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. The ones that we live off of the most is carbohydrates. And some of our greatest, most delicious foods are carbohydrate-filled foods. Now, when you break down the carbohydrates, when the liver breaks down the carbohydrates, it creates sugar, which is called glucose. Glucose goes into the cells and forms something that's called ATP. You don't have to remember that, but that's what gives us our energy. Now, when there's a lot of sugar in the the liver will store some of that with the help from the pancreas, the insulin from the pancreas. It'll help store some of that glucose in the liver in the form of glycogen. Now, if you, let's just say you have a dinner at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you don't have anything else, you wake up at 5, 6 in the morning and you go and work out, where there's no more glucose in the bloodstream, so now the pancreas is going to secrete something called glucagon, and it's going to go and take the glycogen, which is the stored glucose in the liver, and give you energy. So it's really important for us to keep a healthy liver in order for us to have energy. 2, every time that when the liver processes the toxins in the body, it forms something called bile acid. Now, bile is stored in the gallbladder. Every time we eat fatty foods, healthy fatty foods, avocado, eggs, and those fatty acids, that bile, right before every single meal, the gallbladder is full, and when it kind of compresses itself and pulls all that bile back into the system so we can metabolize fatty foods. So when someone has bile stones, or when someone doesn't have a gallbladder, they run the risk of having digestive issues, metabolic issues. And thirdly, and this is the most important thing, the liver is what filters everything that comes into the body. Every time you drink, every time you breathe, every time you eat, everything that you breathe, drink, and eat has to go through the liver. Okay, there's a portal vein that comes from the digestive tract into the liver, and it's going to detoxify it. If we do not detoxify our liver, we cannot be healthy. Listen to me, I'm saying in different words. Healthy liver, healthy body. Toxic liver, unhealthy body. How can the body manifest it? In over 6,000 different ways, because toxicity and stress is the hub of all conditions, of all pathologies, of all diseases. So that is why it is so important to keep our liver optimally healthy. And like my beautiful wife, and she's gonna come into the view right now, as my beautiful wife said, that's why we detoxify our body. So can you share with them a little bit of how we detoxify? You're so beautiful. How we detoxify our body, please.
Yes. Okay. So we created this simple, very simple system, because when we had the chiropractic practices, I was gonna say when we were in practice. I was never in practice, but it felt like it, because I did everything but adjust the patient. We can't adjust patients. And so we saw people a lot coming in with a lot of very distended abdomens, people who are like, they're thin in their arms and their legs, but they have these distended bellies. They were sleeping all night and still waking up tired.
Yes.
They looked a lot older than they were. Women with a lot of hormonal issues. Women, a lot of the hormone production comes from the liver. Menopause, all of these women, all of these things that affect us women. I'm telling you, cycles that are off. Your liver is the hub of the endocrine system, like my husband said. It is a boss, and when your hub is congested and toxic, it cannot absorb, right? Because we know that, like my husband said, that all pathologies and disease are either because of toxins or deficiencies.
Yep.
And so if your body is toxic, even if you take the most amazing supplements, if you have not detoxified your liver, then your body can't fully absorb that. It's like a sponge. Imagine there is nothing that you eat, drink, breathe, ingest that doesn't first go through your liver, and before it enters your circulatory system. I think it's every 15 seconds, your entire bloodstream circulates through your liver. That's fast. Imagine it's like a whirlwind happening inside of you. And imagine all of that, all of the heaviness that your liver has to carry. It is such a resilient organ. God knew what he was doing, that you could lose part of your liver and it'll regenerate. It is the only part that will regenerate, because God knew the amount of work it was going to have to do for us. And so it is super imperative. I always like to give the example of like when we're drying clothes in the dryer and all the lint that accumulates.
Right.
Imagine, I'm sure you don't have to imagine, all of us have done it, right? We don't clean out the vent, and so then the lead accumulates, and the dryer stops being able to dry efficiently. Well, your liver is the same way, and it's super important to keep it clean so that your body could properly absorb and process. And so how to use the product.
And before we do, and one thing we have to understand, and I don't know how old you are, whether you're 10, I don't think you're watching this if you're 10, but whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, me personally, I came across a situation 10 months ago. And 10 months ago, I found myself at the heaviest weight. It just happened, right? Like, it didn't just happen. I ate the wrong foods. I ate at the wrong time. I enjoyed every single second of it. But I found out, I woke up one day and I was almost at 245 pounds. My waist was almost at 40. I went to buy suits. As you know, I love to shop. I love to dress up. And when I went to my place in Los Angeles in the garment district and they said, you're size 40 waist, I said, I am not buying a 40 waist pants. I am not going to submit myself. I'm not going to surrender. And I detoxified. And when I detoxified, remember, weight loss does not happen in the gym. It happens in the kitchen. 85 to 90% of all weight loss is in the kitchen. It's not how long you're working out. Of course, you want to work out, you want to stay healthy, but what you want to do is you want to put fuel into your body that's going to create fat metabolism. And it's like my beautiful wife was saying, when our liver is toxic, cortisol goes up. Cortisol is going to decrease fat metabolism. So you want to detoxify your liver. Go ahead.
Yes. So back to when the patients were coming in and they had all these conditions, a lot of low back pain because liver congestion, when your liver, something's going on with your liver, there could be pain that radiates to your low back and you think it's your low back, but it's not your low back. And so we would have like 5 pages of instructions that go to Whole Foods and buy all this and go do that. And it was not easy to follow. And as we have learned throughout the years, and as we know as human beings, we're in this too, that things have to be easy and they have to fall into people's lifestyles for people to follow it. And so we created this product that does that. So this part here, it's a 30-day system and it comes with a calendar that explains everything to you. And so there's even pictures for those of you that don't like to read manuals. There's pictures, so you can just look at the pictures. And so in here, what we have are, there's 3 products that come in here. And so you have the liver clean, which is a combination of oils, and then you have the liver prep, which is what's gonna flush your intestines before you detoxify your liver. And then it comes with a lemon, but I don't have the lemon here with me. And so what you do, it's a 30-day system, but really the liver purge part of it is only about 20 hours. And it's very easy to follow. It's not complicated, and only the first 2 days have indications, and after that it's very easy to maintain a lifestyle and to follow the 30-day plan.
With that being said, it is a 30-day system. It is a 30-day system. It's really important to follow the whole 30 days because after, like my beautiful wife said, after the first and second day, when you have purged most of the toxins, about 10% of those toxins are going to enter your blood system. So you have to complete the 30 days. It's not a 2 to 3 day system. It's a 30-day system.
Right. So just going to show you the first steps really quickly. So you get 24 ounces of water that are here, and then you take the product that's called the liver prep, and the liver prep is going to evacuate your bowels, and you just very simply put it in the water, and then you just mix it, and you're going to follow your calendar, and you're going to take this, you're going to start one day at 6 p.m., and you're going to take 2 doses, another one at 8. And what this is going to do is going to start evacuating your bowels. Don't worry, it doesn't hurt, it's not invasive, it's really fantastic. And so after you take those doses, then in the evening, before you do everything you have to do before you go to bed, you brush your teeth, you put on your pajamas, and you take the liver clean with you. And this is what's going to cause the liver to detoxify here. So there's a combination of oils in here. There will be a real lemon oil in here that you're going to pour in there. And then you're also going to take the juice of a fresh lemon because it breaks down the oils more because, ooh, look at this. I'm giving you a live demo. Okay, and so then this is a tip. You use a straw. Okay, I'm not going to drink it right now, but you blend it. Actually, you don't blend it. You mix it I would cover it up and then just do this really good. It doesn't taste terrible. It just tastes like salad dressing with no real flavor, right? Like just like lemon and oil. But because most of us aren't used to downing half a cup of oil, your gag reflex may come into play. So a straw will help bypass that. So you're gonna drink this, and then you're gonna lay on your right hand side. The reason you lay on your right hand side is because your liver is on your right, and it's connected to the gallbladder by something called the common bile duct. And when you lay on your right side, what it does, so you drink it and you immediately lay on your right side, you're gonna get kind of like in a fetal position. You're gonna stay there for 20 minutes or fall asleep on your right side, preferably if you can. And what that's gonna do is it causes the oil to pool next to your common bile duct, and it causes a bigger section, not just of the toxins in your liver, but it'll also draw some from your gallbladder.
That's right. Now, just to recap real quick.
Yes.
So you're going to start off with this blend right here, okay? And so you're going to start off with the liver prep. You're going to take 6 ounces at 6 o'clock p.m., 6 ounces at 8 o'clock p.m. A common mistake that people make is when you have your last meal at 2, from 2 p.m., that one day only, from 2 p.m., you cannot drink or you cannot eat anything. You cannot drink water from 2 until the next day. This will taste delicious, and if it doesn't, remember, it is a detox. It's not supposed to taste great.
You can also use organic apple juice.
Yes,
if
but
you don't
I
like,
personally,
yeah,
I
just,
love how that
it's
tastes
just tart.
at 6
it's
o'clock.
Not terrible,
Especially since I haven't had water for 4 hours. So you're gonna take this at 6, this at 8, and like my beautiful wife said, you're gonna take this at 10, and you will immediately lay on your right hand side, and the process is going to begin. You're going to have bowel movements. For me personally, and I don't want to give too much information, but from like 9 to midnight, I may have 5, 6, sometimes 7 bowel movements. It's gonna feel very, very interesting. There is no pain whatsoever, and these formulas are going to encapsulate the toxicity, and you're actually going to see stones. I mean, we've seen stones the size of a quarter, and we've seen different colors from yellow to light brown to brown to dark.
Most of them are green.
Yes, green, exactly. The fecal material, of course, is very dense, so it's going to go low. This it's filled with bile acids, with cholesterol, filled with all of these toxins, so it's going to float. So you're going to see it. Now, if you flush it, it's going to be gone, and you're not going to see anything. But if you are aware and if you really want to, you can see it, and it is a pretty interesting sight.
I know it sounds kind of gross, but trust me, when you see it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, we're better outside of your body than in your body.
Yes.
And so I know it sounds a little interesting, but it's not invasive. It's not gonna hurt, and you're gonna be so happy you did that. And so once you purge your liver, because a lot of people say, well, oh, I could go online and just mix oils and lemons and just do my own detox. I've seen all kinds of recipes. Well, that's not very effective, and sometimes can even be dangerous because when we purge the liver, okay, all these toxins have been stored in the liver for God knows how long, depending on how old you are and when was the last time you detoxed your liver.
Right.
And so now they're coming out of your liver. Most of them are going to go enter your intestinal system, be evacuated through the bowels, but some of them there's going to be a spillover into your circulatory system. So what is the liver's job? The liver's job is to clean up the circulatory system so that those toxins don't affect you.
That's right.
So then if you don't have steps to get those toxins that enter your circulatory out of your body aggressively, then the body's going to reabsorb it, and your detox was only partially beneficial. So that's where the second product, the True Cleanse, which looks like a really insignificant little straw pack, but really there's over 90 ingredients in here, including probiotics and prebiotics and enzymes. And what this does is it pumps out toxins through your lymphatic system, which means when you sweat and when you urinate. And so it's super important. You're gonna take these throughout the entire 30 days because, like Dr. Lewis said, it's not just a 1 to 2 day process. Some people want to just do this part and not continue the 30 days. But it's important that you continue the 30 days because your body is still expelling toxins. So tell them about the third part of them.
So this True Cleanse right here, it is filled with probiotics, 12 strains of probiotics. And this is really, really powerful because if you see people that have any type of skin disorder or skin issue, the skin is a direct reflection of our intestinal flora. The skin is directly connected with our intestinal flora. So therefore, when you take this, you're gonna see a change in your overall health, in your skin, in your nails, in your hair, not for me, but for everyone else. Now, this is awesome. I mean, I will take this every day for the rest of my life. These are enzymes. And not like other products where you have to buy fat metabolizing enzymes or carbohydrate metabolizing enzymes or protein This has everything. These are digestive enzymes and they're metabolic enzymes. Digestive enzymes, you take this, you take 2 a day, and it tells you exactly how to take it. Now, when you take it before lunch, it will help metabolize the food. But in the morning, when you take it on an empty stomach, if there's nothing to metabolize, then they function as metabolic, and they start to eat up scar tissue. If you're over 40 years old, you remember the old school Pac-Man? So it goes around and just eats up all this little scar tissue. Scar tissue is the residual of inflammation. We have inflammation every single day, and that inflammatory process creates like a little web that wraps itself around joints and muscles and bones. That's why many people wake up achy. After work, you're achy. After driving, you're stiff. That's all that inflammatory process, and this eats it up. And this is unbelievable. So that all these products combined comprise the 30-day detox. It may sound a little interesting, but it is very, very easy. And as my beautiful wife said, the first day is the only day where you kind of have to pay attention. After that, you're just taking the true cleanse and you're taking the enzymes.
Right. And so throughout the 30 days, there's a calendar that tells you what foods to eat, what foods not to eat. And it's really simple. I like to give the example how Jack LaLanne used to explain food. He said, if man made it, don't eat it, right? If it's in a box, a can, a bag, even if it's organic, don't eat it because it's been processed, right? And there's some things that may be okay, but just in general, right? If it comes of the earth, you can have it, except grains, right? We don't want to have any breads during this time. But because most people, no breads, preferably no gluten if it's possible for you. That's right. Because gluten, I know everybody talks about gluten and why it's bad, and really the primary reason gluten is bad is because it blocks absorption. So you can absorb the nutrients of the foods that we're eating. And so that's why we have this meal replacement that comes with the system, because it's meal replacement. It's not a protein shake like maybe just like you see at Whole Foods or Costco or GNC or somewhere else. It's a superfood. It's a superfood that is going to give your body all the nourishment, because we know everybody has busy lifestyles. Sometimes people are overwhelmed making good choices with their food, and that's why they continuously make mistakes. And so this is included to facilitate it, because we know we live in the 20th century, and things need to be accessible and things need to be easy and fit into your lifestyle. And so we've created a system that works for you. And we actually have something called the Healthy Body Challenge that we're part of right now, that you have a chance to win $5,000. And although this product is not a weight loss product, there is a lot of weight loss involved, because the liver processes all fats. It regulates your thyroid, which regulates hormones. And so there's, when you detox your liver, there's a complete reboot, your body becomes a lot more efficient. And so there's a lot of weight loss that's included. But for me, I see it as more than weight loss. It's wellness. It's not about being size 4, size 5. It's about being the best version of you. It's about taking care of your health the best way possible. We live in a modern world. It's come at a price to us. And so we need to take care of our bodies, because we only have one. And so if you detoxify your body, the foods that you eat, the supplements that you take are going to be absorbed and are going to nourish you and do the job that they're intended to do.
Yes. There was a book that I read about 10 years ago called The Weight of the Nation. And 10 years ago, so that puts us at about 2009, 10 years ago, it said that by 2022, it didn't feel that eminent 10 years ago, because I thought, it's 13, 14 years away. But now 2022 is less than 2 years away, less than a year and a half away. And it said that 85% of all adults in the United States over 35 would be considered either overweight or obese. They said that by 2022, 1 out of every 2 adult men will have cancer. 1 out of every 3 women will have cancer. Studies have indicated over and over and over and over, just by living at an ideal weight, 80% of all conditions will go away. Just by allowing the body was not created to carry so much stress. It just wasn't. So therefore, although, like my wife said, although this is not a diet, this is not a weight loss system, but this is going to kick the endocrine system into its fullest capacity to function 100%, and you will see a weight loss. Of course, you can't do this and continue your bad eating habits, but a lot of people, they're trying to eat better, but they're addicted. One of the strongest addictions is carbohydrates, glucose. This will help break those addictions. So it is just overall, especially right now during these times, like I said, I don't know when you see this, but right now it's the beginning of December. It's a phenomenal time. Don't wait for the new year. Don't wait for January for your New Year's resolutions. If you're going to resolve to do something, do it today. You know, if you're going to resolve to make a change today. If you're going to resolve to really focus, if 2020 is going to be your year, if 2020 is going to be the year of vision, then let's take care of our bodies today. Get this ordered in today. Don't wait for next week. Don't wait for next month. Don't wait for the next paycheck. The perfect time to be healthy, the perfect time to be happy never ever comes. We have to create it. So I'm telling you, this is going to be spectacular.
Yeah, we decided that we were going to end, because usually we set our goals for January and everybody's like, oh, I'm going to do this in January. But we decided that we were going to end 2019 and enter a new decade, the best versions of ourselves. And I'm really proud of us because we've done really good. And now we have this Healthy Body Challenge where we're all together. And it doesn't end at this year. It goes on until next year. And you could win a lot of prizes, both from our amazing company and from ourselves. Yeah. And we hope you join us. If you are our friends, you are our family, and we all want to be here and enjoy each other and live long. And I want to be a grandma and
a glamour.
Yes.
But we're not going to talk about that right now.
Yeah, that's a long
many years away.
But I'm thinking long term, because unfortunately a lot of my friends are already having major health issues.
Yes.
Dying suddenly. And so we hope that this information was valuable. It's a very quick summary of everything, but look it up. We didn't give you a scientific lesson. People, you don't have to believe us. You could go to Google, right, or open up any of your children's high school anatomy books, and we're not making up the function of the liver. This is how the body works. It's resilient, and God gave us the ability to be able to help it. So detoxifying your liver will reduce massive inflammation in your body, help you sleep better, help you process better, your skin. What is that again? With the pigmentation? The melatonin.
That's it.
Melatonin. I always forget that word.
Melanin.
Melanin is produced in the liver. So right. All those age spots, a lot of women always ask me, like, what creams do you use? You don't have any spottings on your face. Right. And I'm like, it's really the liver. It's the liver where all of those come from. And so if you detoxify your liver, I promise you, you're going to not just look fantastic, but you're going to feel amazing.
If you want any more information, or if you want some direct, you have direct questions, you can instant message my wife, you can direct message myself. This is what we do. This is our life purpose. Our life purpose is to see people's lives change. Our life purpose is to get people well. Our life purpose is to see their lives change, their families change, and really step into the best version of themselves. So although the video comes to an end, but this is a mission for us. Do not hesitate. Give us a call, send us a message, and we'll get back to you immediately.
Yeah, do it as a family.
Yes.
Our sons started detoxing since they were 10 years old.
Yes.
So we could all do it. So we hope you guys have a great rest of 2019, and we hope to hear from you.
Amen. God bless you. Bye-bye. Thank you.